Yo, what's going on, everybody? What's up?
Growing up in Carol City, just like any typical kid who grows up anywhere, you know, starts off normal, you know what I'm saying, not really too much bad stuff happening. When I got to middle school, that's when everything in Carol City started to shift and things started to become bad. And then when I got into high school, that's when I seen what everything was for what it really is. But growing up in Carol City, it's just like, you know, just the average little thing. Like my parents played music all around the house whenever we was cleaning up and just period. Like we'll be listening to Tupac one day, jazz the next day, rock some other day. Like it'll just be all types of stuff.
Blocker, dead, 2, 7, 5 goons, by the door, bucket, yank, bumping, walker, blocker, blame, in the underwater tank.
Well, Raider Clan, that started from Space Ghost Perp. And if you don't know who Space Ghost Perp is, he's one of the reasons why most of this shit is possible for kids in South Florida. It really started with him after he dropped Blackland Radio 66.6. And that was like the first Raider Clan tape. That's how I met JK. That's how I met Lil Ugly Mane, Matt Super, Sorta Human, Main Attractions. Most of these guys, that's really where it began in the beginning, like 2012. When I joined Raider Clan, me and Perp both found members of the clan equally. How I evolved from it was in 2013, because I already knew I could rap. I already knew I was good, but I wanted to show that I was just as good as, like, you know, as Space Ghost Perp and as Rob Banks at that time, because they was the main ones like really blowing at that time. You feel me?
We don't take kindly to threats, no, we don't take kindly to threats.
What's up?
Let me set it off one time.
Okay.
You ready?
Yup.
Pocket two, big day sumo. Pulling in the car like Uno. Flipping niggas shit like judo. You niggas act too good off. You a nerd, no tag, you go. Pocket two, big day sumo. Pocket two, big day sumo. Pocket two, big day sumo. I'm just gonna go in here. What's up? 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 3, 2, 1, go! Pocket two, big day sumo. Pulling in the car like Uno. Flipping niggas shit like judo. You niggas act too good off. You a nerd, no tag, you go. Pocket two, big day sumo. 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 Pulling in the car like Uno. Flipping niggas shit like judo. You niggas act too good off. You a nerd, no tag, you go. Pocket two, big day sumo. Pocket two, big day sumo. Pocket two, big day sumo. Big money, big wheels, big money.
I always felt like I was my own individual person, but it really showed my independence when I started doing the stuff like Threats and Dark and Violent and 64, and then creating Nostalgic 64 and then releasing it by myself without no label, without no help. Because there was a little rift at that time period in life when it came down to Clan and Perp and everything that was going on and everybody's career and being blackballed, all that stuff. And I just grew from it from there. Most of the stuff that we was doing in 2011, people were doing now. It's just like, it caught up. So we was all ahead of our times back then. It just caught up to the now.
What I did on BET, man, y'all niggas can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pockets too big, rock kitchen. Pockets too big, now sumo. Pulling in a car like Uno. Living nigga shit like judo. You niggas act too good off. You a nerd, no tag, you go. Pockets too big, they sumo. Pockets too big, they sumo. Pockets too big, they sumo. Pockets too big.
I want to go back to Finland. Finland was fucking crazy last time. Helsinki, I performed on top of a fucking barrel. It was tight. This shit was tight as fuck. And it was rowdy. Well, the songs on 13, all of those were songs that I did. Some of them recent, and some of them I did in 2016 and 2015. And like what I wanted to do with 13 was a bridge between Imperial and Taboo, which is the new project. So I don't want fans to feel like, okay, Imperial's here, and then just a random jump out of nowhere. I wanted to be like middle, like somewhere in the middle ground, like, okay, boom, we're over here on the Imperial side, then you walk on like 13, then you in the Taboo side. And this is always gonna be like a bridge to another like tape, to another chapter in my life.
By any means or enemies, my enemies, we wet them up like a canteen. you know that's around the bank, don't have a vest, so now you lay open the gates. Hey, I lemonade like a lemonade. Hey, young boy had to penetrate. Place, young boy done got a case. Hey, that was mama living with the pain. Wait, the chance he's gonna stay. Never get a sense of his own regenerate. Now nigga harder than the head of the state. Denzel Curry is the new candidate. Ultimate, alternate, you are the opposite of the shit champion. Esophagus. Bitch be popping and powder way popping and dropping it and the runs up again. She is so dizzy and polish, she classy, but how she is able to swallow it. Girl, I can make you a star. Okay. Then I put her ass on the bottle, bitch. Bitch, I am ultimate, be home my awesomeness, narcissist, portament, arsonist. Play. Ribbon do quarter, let you know hardest, bitch, ribbon the buttons are come again. Damn. Daily the party, gun when it started. Now that I'm living so harmonious. Feeling like Spartacus, carry the ultimate. I am the best in no politics, bitch, I'm ultimate. One more time. You don't know the lyrics. It's okay. I am the one, the way you don't need a gun to get respect about the street. Under the sun, the best is up about the clock to be the self. By any means, your enemies, but enemies, we want them all like a canteen. So you know that's around the back door, I'm a vet, so now you lay open again.